What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I'm your host this evening, Ed Honcho. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope life is providing you with the opportunities you need to succeed, whatever success means in your definition. So, it's Friday. Trying to do something we haven't done in quite some time, and I know the day is different. But I don't know if we got any. I don't know if we have the right components this evening. But it should be a Denfolk debate night. But I don't know if anybody has any beef. I don't know if anybody has any issues they'd like to debate in front of the other Den folks live on the line. But if you do, if you have something you would like to discuss with someone, maybe someone called in and said that kind of got you a little stirred, maybe. You can feel free to call them out, and if they accept, you guys can get on the line and have a discussion live with one another in front of the Den folk. But whether you guys have a discussion or not, this is still going to be the best conversation on the internet. And the reason why it's the best conversation on the internet is because of all the wonderful people who come and join us each and every night in the Den. So, I hope all of those wonderful people are doing well. If everybody's going to act timid, because, sometimes that happens. What we will do is we'll have a secondary time. I guess since we didn't talk about the protesting, was it? Something more problematic. I can't remember, but basically, was it? I forgot the damn words. Basically, was it producing results or was it problematic? So what we will do is that'll be secondary underlying topic if nobody really has a debate. And then remember, after the stream, we will be in the Discord having a karaoke night. So make sure you're there for that. It should be extremely interesting. But let's see what we have joining us tonight, and then let's get into some good conversation, and we'll go from there. I see Mr. John, my favorite New Yorker. What's the motherfucking deal? Cultured. What's the motherfucking deal? Miss Janice Greco. What's the motherfucking deal? Makes me, I hope I'm saying that right? Greco, or makes me a soft C. I could be fucking it all up. I hope I'm saying it right. Let's see. I say Mr. Don of the Discord. Cultured. D the Gamma. How are you this evening, ma'am? Ronald Isley. You're contagious. How are you this evening? Miss Bell, I hope all is well. How are you this evening, ma'am? Free Jen Smith. Well, glad you can stop in and say hi. I know you can't stay long, but hope all is well. Shannon's here, everybody. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're just fantastic, Shannon. Just hope it's Kansas City living, right? How are you, Shannon? Hope all is well. Sweetberry, what's the motherfucking deal? How are you, ma'am? None canon. Okay. What's the motherfucking deal? How are you this evening? He said he was just watch a movie and get on Mixer. Yeah, I mean, that's always an option if nobody's going to say, because there's that. Oh, you found it? Okay, good. Glad that you found him. Unbeaten Sports, what's the motherfucking deal? Tricks McFly. How are you this evening, ma'am? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, again, I don't know if anyone really has issues that they need to hash out. Like, does anybody have a bone to pick with any of the other Den folk? Or maybe they're not in here this evening. Broderick, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's going down? Like I said, I think we've had some various conversations, some of them controversial. But I'm wondering if anybody has, any issues that they want to discuss. So if you do, let me know. If not, um, we have, like I said, the underlying or secondary topic about protesting is whether it is, generating results or not, because you're seeing all kinds of changes being made in one way or another. I don't know if they're all really that relevant, but it is what it is. We got beef with the Rona. Well, y'all can get on the phone with the Rona if you want to. I will not be facilitating any of that interaction. Um, well, like I say, you just got people from every angle, from every perspective of the Rona. People may feel differently. Does anybody want to argue about the validity of face masks versus no coverings? I don't know. Roman, what's the motherfucking deal here this evening, sir? Um, but like I said, the protests, and it's crazy, right? Because you hear all the spikes, you hear everything everybody's talking about. But, it's all about, the churches, the businesses. But we're not, I mean, are we really seriously going to act like, there was no backlash from thousands, tens of thousands of people marching like way less than 6 feet apart, right? So, I mean, everybody has contributed to the fuck up, both sides, right? And so that's the thing. That's like the thing about it too. When a lot of this shit, you start really looking at shit, it's like, yeah, everybody's fucking up. Everybody's complaining about what everybody else is doing, and then everybody's doing the same shit. Like, let's get some fucking solutions, right? And then it turns out, oh, did they have a study? I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but it turns out, um, everybody was giving them shit for it, but the hydrochloroquine or whatever actually is effective. Is that what they're saying? And it's super crazy. I believe that's what they're saying. I mean, I think there was a study saying that it was effective. Now, they tried to run with this study a long time. Well, not a long time, but a couple of weeks ago. Last time I was watching, I haven't been watching the news. Um, Talking about, that it doesn't work, and it was, but like the way that they conducted the study was so sloppy. And I mean, they even said to themselves, this was they were like giving it to late stage patients and stuff like so. Again, like maybe expecting a miracle or some shit to happen, and they're talking about, it doesn't work. So that's the problem with this planet. That's the problem with this country. The world period, because we're all the same kind of shit. It's just like, instead of being straight up, and instead of us really trying to figure it all out, like we just gotta fucking, we'd rather, not that we have to, but we just rather beef with each other and go nowhere and get nothing done. And to me, that's the thing that gets frustrating, like the arguing in circles. As a society, now individual beefs or whatever, it is entertaining, but it's just as a whole, like, it would be okay if it was a few people arguing here and there, but yet progress is being made one way or another. But it's like nothing's happening, at all. The fucking Black Lives Matter, that whole thing. It's crazy how that thing is a thing. Well, we know how, but all of it, like I say, it's just it's all a bunch of shenanigans going on. But now what have they accomplished? What has been accomplished from all the marches and all that shit? I think you got a couple of streets named. Like I said, you got some drawings on the ground. You got a couple of people fired. But for the most part, like, what has really happened? What has changed? You got the NFL playing the fucking anthem before the damn game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? Now you got a bunch of businesses. You got people changing their names and doing all of that. You got these sports teams now, the Indians and things, anything Indian related, they're changing their names to. Like, companies are doing shit to try to be ahead of the backlash that they are anticipating that would come, and it's kind of dumb. It's like, but I can't blame the companies because it's dumb that people cancel. That this whole we're going to cancel. We're doing some stuff we don't like. Like, I don't know. It's just to the point. I don't know, maybe in a childhood or whatever. You would think. I think like in 2000, when you thought of the year 2000, you thought it was gonna be some futuristic shit, right? But keeping it real, it was only a little over a decade out, and when I was probably around, you know, the late '90s, a young teenage-ish area young man. That the flying cars and all that futuristic shit wasn't going to be there by 2000. It was like 2020. It's like 20 years later, bro, and shit just is the same, but with smartphones. And it's just like I feel like human potential is being. I'm going like way off. I'm going on a honcho rant until somebody gets some beef, and then we'll start arguing. But I feel like human potential is just being fucking wasted. Like, honestly, I don't have the answers. I don't know how. I don't know what it would take. So I'm just throwing a bunch of shit out here. So don't if you ask me how would I do this, I don't fucking know. And I don't know the answer, but I think there's some very intelligent people out there who could figure it out. And I think there's probably a lot of examples of other countries out there that could help us figure it out. And I think that this Rona situation is going to make us have to look at stuff differently. I mean, we're going to have to because of the way kids are going to have to attend school, and I just want to mention about the laptops and things like that. And hoping that all goes well, and maybe they'll learn some other things having access to those type of devices. But it's like the education system has to be rethought because I mean we're fucking I don't know when this original plan came up. Like I said, I didn't research it. I'm just going on a random rant, just the things that are on my mind right now. But you can't tell me everything in life has changed and adapted and increased in speed or power or shortened in time or increased in efficiency, and we haven't found ways to like improve on the way that we're teaching these kids. You can't be telling me that what was working 20, 30 years ago is still the most efficient way. But like I say, it's all a money game, and it's really fucked up that it all comes down to all this shit. That all this shit, all the politics, like the things that we politic over, the fact that they are a fucking thing is fucking stupid. But we as human beings, we're pretty fucking stupid, honestly. That's why I don't ever take myself too serious, because it's like we just don't make any fucking sense. Like you would think that these would be problems, that these would be situations that we would have been past a long fucking time ago. We would have found some way to resolve these issues and these things, but it's not. And it's not just whatever issues you have with race or police brutality or any of these other things. There's just so much bullshit that we fucking catch ourselves up with willingly. You know what I'm saying? Me too. And I'm not like acting like I'm holding it now or anything. I'm just thinking. Like how amazing would people be, or how far ahead would we be right now if we didn't like fall for the bullshit? I mean, get distracted by the nonsense, like the shit that don't fucking matter, like the neighborhood and celebrity gossip and shit, right? Like, what if we didn't give a fuck about that? Like, what if you had focused, like we were focused on accomplishing like unified goals, like like how everybody's focused on the Rona right now. But what if we attacked problems like that as a society? Now, I know people are looking at it two different ways, and other issues come up into it, but everybody's focus is on this one thing. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, what if the world focused on issues and resolved these things? Like, I think it can really be done. But I think there's too many ulterior motives, and I think there's too many people who realize that if we, alleviate a lot of this stuff, then, well, you know, things might be different. But we should be, like, on some space age, futuristic shit now. Because I was watching this little clip, right? And I'm going to get off my rant here shortly, because y'all probably, what the fuck is Honcho talking about? But I was watching this little clip, and it was just showing how they made fucking vinyl records, right? And I'm just sitting there like, who figured out that you could put music on these things? Like, who figured out, I guess, that they were conducive for sound or whatever? But, and then I look at how you've come from vinyl records, to tapes, to CDs, to streaming and stuff now. You don't even use anything now. You fucking just draw your favorite shit out of there. Like the shit you have to go fucking buy a tape to get. It just pops out of the air now. But I don't know. It's just a random rant. We'll never know. It doesn't really fucking matter. I don't think like, even if they had a shot or something that really, if they had like the limitless pill, like I don't even think people would really want to take it. I don't think they would. Like, it would be cool, I think, at first, but honestly, I don't think people would really want to take it. Not like that. So, Destiny K, what's the motherfucking deal? Lockwood, what's the motherfucking deal? I posted a thing, I just saw that Lockwood's profile pic was a Den mug. So shout out to Lockwood for that, appreciate it. Shout out to Tony, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna do a bunch of explaining tonight, but my thing is they're dropping these little trinkets, these little tokens, these little here, fucking crumbs. Here, we'll give you this fucking black national anthem, and we'll give you this. We'll do this little thing here. We're gonna acknowledge this. We're gonna donate some money over here. But none of it fucking means a damn thing, But it looks really good, right? It just looks really good. It's not going to change anything, What is it? What's the term? Virtue signaling by the NFL, just to make themselves look good. Like I say, because people are going to continue to dig and find things and hunt for things that can get a person canceled. And I'm sure many in the NBA have those kind of things, somewhere in their timeline or whatever else it may be. And it's just, like I say, it's just a cover your ass thing. Hey, we realized the mistake we made, and we're going to fix it. And I guess at the same time, it could be genuine and you just really don't know, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're just doing too much. And I guess as a black man looking at this shit, but again, my perspective, I guess, is a little bit different also from some. And I think the shit is fucking stupid. I'm like, why are you doing any of this shit? Like, why is anybody doing any of this shit? It really doesn't fucking matter, right? It really doesn't. But at the same time, I'm sitting back and I'm looking, and people are having conversations that they were not having before. Does that change anything? I don't know. Maybe it does. But like I say, it's been a different response as of late to some of the things that have been happening, compared to, you know, like incidents that have happened before. You know, everybody's like, ah, that's fucked up. Okay, on to the next one. So I don't know. I'm again, but like the change has been nothing in a legislative manner or in a legal manner. But to me, it seems like society, the people themselves, have been having different conversations when it surrounds, I guess, race in this country or whatever else. Um, but what does it really mean, right? Because I don't even think like that whole issue is something that you can legislate away. You know, it's like a people thing. If people feel that way, then just gonna feel that way, right? They're not gonna change because you changed the law. You know, they're gonna change because they have a change of heart, something like that. But all right, Sandy actually got canceled over jokes from 8 years ago on Twitter. But here's the thing: like people will cancel a motherfucker, but then they'll when it comes to somebody they like, they'll you kind of need to forgive them. I mean that's just kind of how it works with everybody. Like when it's somebody you like or somebody you have favor towards or whatever, then you don't want to cancel. But if somebody you don't give a fuck about, it's like fuck them. I mean, same thing with me. Like it's a bunch of these stupid, shitty rappers and entertainers or people, whoever it may be, you're like, fuck them, cancel them, they're a fucking piece of shit. And then with somebody, I enjoy listening to the music, I'm like, hey, wait, pump the brakes or whatever it may be. Yeah, you hear that? Sounds like I said something, I guess they stopped, ain't that a bitch? Everything. I mean, but here's the deal. Like you said, everybody's restarting looks desperate. Look, they're not gonna let that money pass by. If they can find any way to get a fraction of the money still and keep it going, then they're gonna fucking do it. These leagues are going to fucking they're gonna get money. Fuck the players. So I sent over a tweet from 2012 that raises poor people. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all these businesses who donate, like y'all don't understand how this works. I guess I mean, you're going to support candidates who probably make it more beneficial, make it easier for you to do business. Sometimes these companies donate to everybody, a little bit of something to everybody, just to cover their ass. You feel me? And like people get mad, oh, this company they support goddamn Donald Trump. I can't believe it. Like, fuck that. Who gives a fuck, right? So, I'm done ranting. I've been ranting for long enough. I've been ranting and rambling about a bunch of nothingness for quite some time. So, give me just a moment. We'll open up the phone lines. We'll talk about, protesting. Is it accomplishing things? Is it just a waste of space? And again, discerning the protesters from the rioters. We're talking about two different groups of people now. They may intermingle, they may cross paths, but we're referring to two different groups of people here for the most part. Alright, I think aside from that, let's get ready to open up the line. Do do doots, do do doots, do do doots, do 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 do. Oh, should have got me some damn water. Terrible. So like I said, on this the what is that? The 16 and 8 kick. Excuse me, pardon me. That was very rude. It's weird. I'm fucking yawn, but I'll cut the camera off to sneeze. But yeah, I think I need to have a cheat day. I should. for no reason, but probably am. So, yeah, there's that.
Have a good 4th,
Midnight
my G.
Oh man, appreciate the love, Dana, man. Thank you, sir. You too, sir. You have a good 4th. Hope well. I don't know if anybody's. I don't know what's going on where everybody else is, but I know a lot of the 4th of July celebrations down here have been shut down, so I don't know how it's going on, where everybody else is. But if it's something, if you got some activities going on where you are, Dan, hopefully you can enjoy them. And I appreciate the love, so you can enjoy it at least with family, We go to fireworks stand. We'll go Denline, 4th of July style. We're going to go pop some fireworks, shoot off Roman candles, since Rashida mentioned it. So, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if anybody got any beef tonight. It seems like everybody's been all friendly. Everybody's all friends in the den, preparing for next year's calendar. Yeah. I gotta get a head start. I slacked off in a major way this year, so I'm gonna get prepared early and be ready. I'm making a 15-month calendar. Yeah, it'll be all good. Or a 16-month calendar. I can't remember which one. So, yeah, that whole ordeal is terrible. Like I said, I think regular fasting, just the water fasting is almost easier. You don't have to watch that little window of time, just don't fucking eat. This shit here got me fucking, you start eating some shit, then after a certain time, you're like, fuck, no, I can't eat that. It's bullshit. I fucking with the taste of food, I'm craving. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, getting back to the process, it's just odd. Like I said, this whole scenario, you had people going to jail, you had celebrities reportedly freeing them out, but I don't know how much of that is true. I don't know, getting bailed out, so freeing them out. Getting them bailed out, and like I say, then people are saying that the money wasn't getting there. And it's just like, you got these people encouraging people to go out and do stupid shit. The rioters, let me make sure, again, differentiate. The people who turned the protests into riots and sullied the name, right? But, like I said, you have people out there going and funding and helping encourage these people to do this type of shit. Like, why are you paying bail for rioters? That doesn't make any fucking sense. But then when motherfuckers start getting close to your neighborhood, then you don't want nothing to do with it. So, yeah. Terrible. It's a terrible, terrible situation. What the hell is that? Let me see. What else is taking place? I feel like something else is taking place since. Let's think. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, I'm actually kind of tired of talking about the protest too. I wish there was something more positive going on in the world, honestly. It just seems like everything is, different fireworks. It seems like everything's getting crazy, man. And it's just, I'm just wondering what to expect next. I'd rather see some new bullshit going on than the same old, same old. It's like, I don't think any change is happening. I think it's going to take a lot more structure and organization to get some shit done. But, people want to keep marching. I guess if it makes you feel good, if it does whatever, I guess, do it. But I personally don't think that it's accomplishing a whole lot. Bringing awareness and attention, I guess it's cool, but what good is it, changing anything? Again, I don't know if people are trying to get accomplished. I don't know, like, that's the thing. I don't know if there's like a clear set of things that people are trying to accomplish. I know BLM and their bullshit, whatever the fuck they got going on, but you know, it's crazy how they've been made like the face of whatever black movements are going on. GMO mosquitoes, goddamn. The chop, yeah, they walked through the chop. The motherfuckers just took a stroll through the chop. They cleared out. That shit was crazy. Motherfuckers took off. They skirted out like roaches. So, like I said, it's just all the stuff is
Shout
just
out to
madness,
MS
man.
Grace from Baby B. Hooray,
stuff.
hooray, hooray. Sparkling heart, sparkling heart, sparkling heart. Honcho music score. Musical notes. Say my name. Say my name. Music score. Musical notes when no one is around you. Music score. Musical notes. Music score. Musical notes. Open mouth. Smile. Tears of joy. 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 Tears of joy.
I can't hear it when the thing is on, so I have to fucking look at the alerts. But Miss Jess Sarah, thank you so much, ma'am. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I saw that. That LeBron thing that he had. They're talking about he's building something. Yeah. Again, but you gotta entertain niggas. If niggas aren't entertained, then they don't want to hear it. They don't care. I guess I should have put the headphones on, right, to have the phone thing, right? That helps. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What up, Honcho?
What's going down, Professor Trey? How you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing alright.
So what's on your mind this evening?
I got to speak.
All right.
First
Who?
of all, I'm tired of this girl and her spamming ass fucking donations. Nobody want to hear this shit. Goddamn emoji. You cut that shit out. You got something to say, you call in and you say it, goddamn. But that ain't my baby. I want to talk about girl for a minute.
Okay.
I got beef with your shirt selection, Honcho. We don't have to talk about this.
Why did I know that this was coming? I was just waiting. It was. I felt like it was going to be something shirt related, or a continuation of a different conversation we were having. But yeah, what's the problem with the wardrobe, sir?
Now, first of all, did you see that? I know I sent you a video on Instagram. Did you watch it?
Maybe not. Depends on what it was. I can't recall what the last one was.
I think it was Ryan Davis' video with a bunch of dudes with no shirts on. And I think one of the parts of the video, these niggas was passing along a ring pop, bro.
What the fuck?
I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Why would you post this shit?
Niggas is doing too much. I probably don't need to see that video, so.
Trill has dead bodies in the back of his truck loudly crying, loudly crying.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely need to see that. The first Trill got dead bodies in the back of his truck. Oh, man.
Ask Sarah. Yeah. What up, Sarah?
Yeah, that's a terrible thing, though. That's
Very.
yeah. I mean, what does that have to do with me, though? What do these niggas with these greased up ring pop niggas have to do with me and my time?
Though, that's not like, okay, that's not something that one man finds entertainment from another guy. So when you come on here, you got your male cleavage all out. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck is she doing? You know niggas watch this shit too.
Male cleavage.
Yes.
I think you're taking it to an extreme, because would you make this same comment to a nigga who was wearing a FUBU jersey?
No.
But yet you still have the same neckline.
No, the fucking V-neck t-shirt, the neckline is
It is the same idea. So my deal is this though. What is the big deal? So what is the difference between a nigga at the park hooping with his shirt off between a nigga at the park hooping in a V-neck?
Like what is it? Anyway, see, I'm used to seeing a plunging neckline on a woman. I'm looking for female cleavage, not male cleavage. I want to see that shit.
This is
Now, if you had a channel where you was addressing nothing but ladies, I would get it. But no.
no. I think that you have there has to be an incident in your past where a V-neck has hurt you. Yes, a V-neck has hurt you.
I just think that it's like, okay, when the dude wearing it, he's wearing that basically for women to look at his chest. Look, I get that. But at the same time, I don't want to see that shit.
Why can't it just be a comfortable shirt?
No way. You wouldn't wear that like if you going out and hanging out with your homeboys. You wouldn't wear no fucking low cut ass V-neck shirt. Like, come on, dog. What is you doing? It's never niggas here. It's like you wouldn't come into somebody's house, your homeboy house, and just take your shirt off. They gonna be like, hey, bro, what's wrong with you?
But it's two different things. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is wrong with the V-neck? I don't see that.
One of them is a lot more things than the other. I see that point. But at the same time, it's along the same line.
I don't know. I think there's just been some extreme hate, some malice being applied to the V-neck side. I just.
If you wear it as an undershirt, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But wear it as your primary shirt, no.
Why? What's the difference? Why? So I mean, it's the same fabric touching your skin in the same way if you're wearing it as an undershirt, as you are if you're wearing an outshirt. But what's the difference?
Skin in the same area. That's the difference. A crew neck cover all that up. Cool. What's up, my nigga? We good.
Yeah, you act like a nigga's out there in a blouse or a motherfucking some Prince attire or some shit like that. So, but that's what I'm saying.
If you was out there like that, bro, I would not be watching your
But that's what I'm saying. But a plunging neckline, like it's a V-neck. It ain't even that serious. Like this nigga that went and got descriptive fashion lingo and shit. My nigga, it is a V-neck. That's all it is. It's a lowercase V upon the neck. That's all it is. I don't think it's that serious.
True. I believe it's that too, but it just look weird on the dude. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't always.
To me, it's the equivalent of a man wearing capri pants. There's men that wear capri pants, and they think that that's manly, but to me, it look weird on the
No, but V-necks have been around for decades. It's been an established thing.
capri pants.
But niggas ain't been rocking capris like that. Women have been wearing
You wear
capris.
capri pants, Honcho.
No, I do not wear capri pants.
V-necks go with capri pants.
No. This is false. This is
Wait a minute, what do you have against capri pants?
I wouldn't wear no shit like that. What are capri pants? A little
Why not?
because
Why not, Honcho?
that's the female shit.
Exactly.
But you don't see like they don't.
May be created for a man, but more feminine looking.
So you tell me. So you tell me there's male capri pants.
From what I understand.
That's just bullshit. But I'm saying V-necks are widely accepted. They're made by all major fashion brands, all basic brands, your Walmart brands, everybody makes V-necks. Not everybody's making capris. Capris are probably into some of this newer questionable fashion that has been created, over the last few years. That's not something that you find at your everyday store. You go to any men's store in America that sells shirts, you're gonna see a V-neck. You're not gonna see no capris.
I would agree with that.
Oh yeah, I remember the little romper thing. That was terrible. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy.
I'm sure you will.
Nah, yeah, that's
I'm done.
But I'm done with myself, nigga. If I wake up and some shit like, what did I do? What happened? I gotta cancel myself. Goddamn. I'm making an announcement. That's terrible shit. But that's what I'm saying. But that's motherfuckers be doing too much shit. Like that's what I say. Like this is where we are. Like we should be in the future somewhere. We talking about niggas wearing rompers and shit. Like we should be all wearing space helmets or some shit floating off of Mars. We shouldn't even know what niggas be wearing. Motherfuckers should be robotic or something. I don't even know, cyborgs or some shit. But some dumb shit. But no, the V-neck slander is unmitigated. Like I said, I really feel like that someone or somehow, I don't know if you got like tied up in a V-neck shirt when you were younger or something. It was like a struggle. You tripped over one, slipped on the floor on one or something. I don't know what it is that is causing the V-neck beef, sir.
All due respect, you sound like a female right now.
How so? The shirt hurts you. Yes, the shirt hurts you. Yes, deliberately.
Come on, bitch, don't talk like this. That's all I'm saying. Too much naked shit.
No. See,
you need to temper yourself away from that.
You were hurt by the shirt.
Come on back.
I'm just telling you what I'm saying. You were hurt by the shirt.
Just look weird.
Boy, gee.
I'd be like, bro, fuck is you?
But that's what I'm saying. That's two versus one. So I mean, okay, we're gonna take a quick poll. All right. Are V-necks on men questionable? 0 for no, 1 for yes. We'll take a quick poll. Miss Marie Lovely, what's the motherfucking deal? Happy 4th Eve to you too, ma'am. Good evening.
What's going on, Marie?
And yes, male rompers are not heterosexual. So my thing is, Professor Trill has been having this V-neck issue for quite some time.
Absolutely.
Depends. Okay, so we got a 1, we got a 0.5, we got a couple of zeros. Depends on how deep the V-neck is. That's a good point, though. That is a good point. But I mean, it's like,
True.
I could see that if it's to a certain like extent. But I mean, just a regular. I don't think it's that bad. Your average V-neck is not that bad. You start trying to.
Even like when I see male nurses in scrubs, like if those are V-necks too.
Yeah.
It just looks weird. It's just a weird looking fucking shirt. I don't know why. I think it looks weird.
Yes. I don't know. I'm going to have to vehemently disagree. Shannon, see, this is the answer I expect from Shannon. This is like I don't even know why I'm surprised. I don't even know why I'm surprised. Like, why can't you just give an answer, Shannon? 1 and 0. How you just gonna pick both? You just might as well not say nothing. Like, Shannon. Chest hair or no chest hair? I mean, I don't know. I guess that's subject to whichever gentleman. And what's the motherfucking deal? Keeping it real time, Riley. So I mean, I guess that goes to each his own. But I don't know. I think the taco.
John, I know you trolling. Y'all could always hear me.
So like my thing is like the chest hair seems to make it even weirder.
I would agree.
Yeah. John actually might have been right about that. Manicures for men. I think if you're getting like what's the shit, the clear coat shit. Like if you're not no tips or nothing, like you gotta if you're getting it cleaned up, you keep it professional, but not no.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't think it's an issue with that. But yeah, my thing is like again, I have no issue like even in a professional setting. I don't know, but it's just I don't think that's something I could do regularly. It just seems different. What? He said Kamala Harris probably be VP and she must be doing cartwheel Biden's way ahead and won't make it to the end of 8 years. Um, yeah, I mean, right now with all the Black Lives Matter going on, you might as well. People are going to be highly upset. And I'm just going to continue laughing because this is all funny.
The first black vice president? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, she'll be the first president. She's gonna be the first woman president. Cause Biden ain't gonna make it to no 8 years. That dude he's senile now. He is out of there. So shit, I don't even think he know he's running right now. You know, so it's like, yeah, if he gets elected, it's gonna be whoever's up next is gonna be your president real soon. So
I don't give a shit. They all ain't what the fuck.
Nah, get your eyebrows there. That's questionable. I had a partner who used to do that shit. We used to get on his ass about that shit. Like, man, I don't know, bro.
Getting your eyebrows. Okay. I'll give one caveat. If you got a unibrow, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
If you got a unibrow,
I get it.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Davis, I'd be like, bruh, dog, you got to fix that bullshit, dog.
Yeah, that's why I advise. That shit makes me mad. I like to see. I get mad seeing that.
Crazy.
It's like, nigga, let's make you look like a dirty person, nigga, with that shit. Just like,
yeah, you multi-millionaire. Fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking
Get
caterpillar.
that shit lasered. Fucking, I don't give a fuck. That shit off your forehead, bro. Like, no.
Yeah. That's definitely.
If a dude arch is better than mine, that's questionable. Sweet Berry, I don't really talk about female eyebrows because some of y'all motherfuckers draw your shit on. So that's a whole nother debate.
Man, I honestly hate eyebrows. Like, and not that like I want to see a motherfucker walk around like with a clear, just no nothing there. That's not what I'm saying. I just hate what they've become. And I don't know where I missed it. I don't know what I was doing with my life that I must have missed that there was a memo that all the women changed to this shit. Because I just started noticing it one day. I was just looking at it. I'm like, what? Where the fuck all these thick ass, weird ass eyebrows? Where the fuck are they coming from? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I guess it's a thing now. I don't know who started that. That's what I would like to know. Who was the original weird eyebrow wear that got all the women wearing these crazy ass fucking eyebrows now? Cause that shit bothers me. Like who like how does that look good? Like who says that looks good? I think that shit's terrible.
They think that we think it looks good. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
Like we don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah,
if you draw them on, just get somebody to watch you do it. But like, nah, bitch, that's too high or that's too low.
yeah.
Some of them be drawing like angry face eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, you gotta understand how important it is. You can't really fuck your eyebrows up because, like, your eyebrows are probably one of your biggest body language tells. You know what I'm saying? And so,
correct.
If you like giving off the wrong impression, like you said, you got the angry eyebrow. You probably in a good mood, having the best day of your life. You done fucked your eyebrows up. You don't know it. But everybody else thinking you pissed off and mad, you probably thinking everything lovely. You wonder why people reacting the way they are to you because your eyebrows fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So you go to a professional.
I agree with you, Riley, but that's why you exactly go to a professional. Exactly. That shouldn't be something you skimp out on, dog. Your facial expression is fucking important. That shit could change your life.
Be looking surprised about everything. Like, what the fuck? What are you so excited about? Like, what is going on? The eyebrow. Oh man, what is the thing though? Like, what be killing me though is niggas with the cuts in the eyebrows. Like, I get it. I get it to an extent. But it's just like, come on, man. Like, y'all don't understand how important eyebrows are. You can't just go fucking them hoes up. They don't grow like everything else. And you fuck that shit off, you gonna have a problem for a little bit. But yeah, that's just another one of those things. Because eyebrows are kind of like, you know, in some of the weave situations that we've talked about. You go and whack your eyebrows off just to draw them back on. Like, why are we like doing this to ourselves. This is what I'm saying. Like, you know what I think is the worst? You know what the worst is to me? Tattooing makeup. Oh, well, no, it's terrible. But tattooing makeup. Like, how do you people get?
Oh, I seen that.
Like makeup permanently tattooed on. What are you like? What are you going through? To make these kind of permanent decisions. Like, I get it, tattoos are permanent. Like, you getting tattoos, that's one thing. You want shit drawn on you, whatever, fuck it, do whatever the fuck you do. But like makeup, like, I thought that's something that women change frequently, or they have different stuff. Like, so you just know that this is how I want to look for the rest of my life, or I feel like I look so bad that I don't ever want to get caught slipping without makeup, or like, what is it that is going through somebody's mind who gets like makeup tattooed on? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is happening in that situation?
That's weird because that's basically a woman coming to a permanent decision, which we all know how that actually fucking goes. Because they always want to change up some shit, you know, get different looks, different styles. So to me, that really don't fit. You got to be one lazy bitch to do that. Sorry, that shit don't sound right.
It just does seem crazy, you know. That I noticed. And women, ladies, can y'all answer this question? Why do y'all like to change up looks so much? Like,
huh?
I'm trying to figure out why ladies like to change up looks so much.
I don't know. I guess maybe to look prettier. I don't know. That'd be the only thing I would guess.
I don't know. I was just like, I figure, I don't know. I guess maybe keep up with the trends or whatever. I guess I don't know if anybody does that. Find a look you like and stick with it, goddammit. Okay.
Yeah, but females get bored easy too. You know, they can't stick with the same thing for too long.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
You know what you need, Honcho? You need a fucking can of WD-40. Fix that squeaking ass chair.
Man, see, look, I gotta buy a new chair. That's what I gotta do because I went and I tightened this chair up. Used a little Allen wrench, tightened it up, and it was good. But there's a simple problem with this chair, and the problem is I weigh too much for this fucking chair, and so I've exceeded weight. This is like a 250-pound chair, and I've been sitting my fat ass in this chair over that threshold for quite some time now. So the chair is doing its best to support me and survive, but yeah, I'm probably not doing it any favors.
You need to be upgraded.
Yeah, and I was looking at some shit. I was like, these chairs are expensive, but the one that I like is something that's gonna be comfortable to sit in for a while. So I gotta make sure I gotta do a little bit more research to decide what I really want. Some coconut oil, yeah, I got some coconut oil. But yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like I gotta find something that's got like some support and all that shit. I'll be in this bitch too much. So
Some blue magic. Get the fuck out of here, nasty. Shit. I got some blue magic too. Now, why the fuck they call it blue magic and they got a blue one and a green one? Like, what the fuck?
That's the funny shit.
Terrible.
That's
terrible.
That's wild. Okay. Well, anything else on your mind, Fitzgerald? What's going on in the world? You're at the house. You're in the world right
now. I'm over here by St. Louis. I just heard some motherfuckers popping firecrackers too. I think I ain't see nothing go up in there, so I don't know.
Yeah,
so they might be shooting around here.
Yeah, St. Louis might be a whole different situation going on.
Yeah, some niggas over there.
Well, yeah. As I say, people talk about, as I was saying the other day, people talk about Chicago a lot of shit. St. Louis is worse, I think, per capita. I think they got Chicago beat. So, you guys to be careful.
Jericho? This motherfucker say Jericho. Do they still sell that shit?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure somewhere.
No. You really think they still sell Jericho?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm willing to say I guarantee that they do.
Really?
I guarantee it.
Ladies of the deal, y'all go into these hair stores. Do they still sell Jerry Curl products? Because I have no idea. It's been a long time. If it ain't on the brush or wave cap aisle, I don't see it.
These niggas stocking up on Activator right now. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. That shit is like, that's what I'm saying. The styles and the shit that people do, nigga, greasy neck ass niggas. It's I don't know. The world is a crazy place, man. And the shit that human beings do is.
Bill says the last shit they did. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Miss Bill. You solid. Damn.
Stay in your car seats. Damn.
Shit.
No, we're supposed to have the karaoke at the Discord post Den show, but if it doesn't get too active, we may mix it up. We'll see what the people
tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, after the.
So who's gonna join the Discord tonight? It's gonna be some new voices.
We're gonna see. We're trying to get Miss Rashida to serenade us and drop some more bars on us.
Oh Lord. Shannon said yes they do. No, Shannon. You a habitual liar.
But you gotta think about it though. Shannon's in Kansas City. If they still wearing Jerry curls anywhere in America, it's gotta be Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? So like she would probably know if nobody else knows. She definitely knows.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up on many levels because you also insinuate something too. Because if it's a nigga with a Jerry curl, you know it's more than likely some kind of pimp. And if Shannon knows, then I'm just saying no.
No, I'm just putting my thoughts out there. You know, don't shoot the messenger. That's funny. Yeah, man. Like I say, it's just wild. It's just so okay. Quick question: your thoughts? The protests, have they achieved anything?
Yeah, a bunch of meaningless shit. Like, it's motherfuckers. The one, I think I sent it to Broderick the other day. It took the fucking cake. It says, real estate companies are going to stop using the phrase master bedroom. I'm like, okay, you niggas. Okay, now you going too far.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks about that when you say master bedroom.
Oh, man.
If it was master bedroom, gotcha. But not master bedroom, bro. Like, it's to differentiate the biggest bedroom in a dwelling. Like,
oh man, yeah,
Jesus.
They're changing everything. Everything is super sensitive now. That's the crazy thing about it. Like there's a, I forgot, I should have saved that shit earlier. I saw, but there's a bunch of terms that they are changing now. Because they don't want to offend anybody, but like master slave and some other things like that are actually
now that okay, I kind of get that because I mean that pretty much means what it sounds like it means too. I know that from car audio because they got, like, if you link a bunch of amplifiers together, they got a switch on it that literally says master or slave, like literally on the amp. So when I first saw it, I was like, that's kind of fucked up, but it's pretty, I understand it. So I wasn't too mad at it.
Oh, they didn't
and what about people quitting their jobs because they think black people should have their jobs? Like the dude that's the voice of Cleveland. He quit so a nigga can have his, like, what the fuck? What?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, honestly, this the stupidest shit. Like, white people don't quit your job to give it to
no.
Because niggas gonna get that job and not give a fuck about that goddamn job. You didn't know. But it's like...
No, don't quit. If you want to do something for black people, just donate half your check to me. Then I won't have no problem with you. You good in my book. But don't quit your job. No.
You got a family to feed. Don't do that. Let me see. Someone put something up here for y'all. See what y'all got. See how y'all do on this. But yeah, man. Like I said, it's crazy. That's just my whole deal. Like I don't feel like anything has gotten accomplished. So it's like, what is the purpose? What are y'all seeking? What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of this whole ordeal? Because it don't seem like, you know, anything is shaking. I'll put this on there. See if y'all can see how many of these y'all have seen. Some of y'all are too young to know anything about this. So the young kids don't get to play this game. So fuck y'all.
Yeah, and it wasn't about a bunch of the little shit, like, you know, certain names of shit. Like, some of that shit is kind of fucked up, but I mean, it pretty much is what it is. But like that, what we want is law, government, police reform. That's what the fuck we need more. We don't need all this other shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like I say, it's yeah, and, you know, and people are trying to find, like, when people see those opportunities, when they see, you know, big change, big sweeping movements, and then things like that, they try to find a way. Well, this is a way for me to interject my belief or this thing I want to get out of it, you know, into it, and then it becomes about a whole bunch of other bullshit that ain't got shit to do with anything, man. And again, like, I think that's where it gets derailed, and you know, it just nothing gets accomplished. Then you're back at square one because it's a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, we got all the shit that's meaningless and trivial instead of the main shit that we need.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store for a few items and then you get everything but what the fuck you went to go get. Same shit.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking murals and shit. What the fuck, man? This is...
Yeah, and taking down the statues, but I'm like, well, damn, y'all didn't realize them motherfuckers was fucked up way back then. Like, but that was what was going on. You know, don't take them down. Put them in a museum somewhere. Somebody want to learn about them, have all that shit in one place where you can go check it out. I ain't got no problem with it. But I mean, I am of the opinion that I don't think that they should be displayed in public like that's some shit we proud of. That's just my personal feeling. But I don't think you should destroy them or nothing like that. Just put them in a museum or something somewhere. You know, if them people want to, you know, see their rebel plot or whatever the fuck, have at it.
Yeah, I have no issue with that. If you really want to go see it, go pay $2 to get a museum and go see it, so that way it can be kept up and all that. Like, I don't give a shit about none of it. And I'm definitely short a few movies on this list for anybody who's asking. Miss Marie. Yeah, I'm definitely short a few movies. But my thing is, like, at this point, because it's almost like, right, this was an enemy on your soil, and you're celebrating their flag. Like, I get it, you know, history and all that other stuff, you know, if your people follow. But here's the thing about the Confederacy, it didn't even last that long. Like, we talk about the Confederacy, you know, like this big old deal. Like, nigga, I was in high school over the goddamn Confederacy was around. Like, nigga, if you completed school on time, like, you existed. You did longer in school than the Confederacy existed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what's so crazy about it. Like, you know, we talk about, oh, it's history, but it's like, it was like 4 years, dog. Like, it was like it. You know what I'm saying? So
I just thought about this. If them motherfuckers is loving the Confederacy that much, cool. Why don't you go and pick up you some Confederate money and then try to spend that shit somewhere and see what that gets you?
Because that's what I'm saying. It's just it's super crazy. Like,
since you love it so much.
Heidi, I'm not Heidi. Terrible. Heidi ain't even here, I don't think. Shannon. That's definitely not even similar. Shannon, you don't know what you're talking about.
What movies are they talking about? I don't even see a list nowhere.
It's on the screen. That's why it's how many 80s movies have you seen?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch them. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm definitely... See, if all the shit that they need to remake, they need to remake Short Circuit. They got the technology to do it now. Shit.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've seen 21 of those.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the actual count. I would think short circuit or
Absolutely. That was my shit. Johnny 5, nigga. What you know about it?
Yeah. Short circuit was best fucking short. That's what I'm like. To me, that's what's crazy. Is like if you remaking all this shit, I'm surprised they had not remade fucking short circuit. Like you got all the technology, all the shit you need now to fucking make the shit. It'd be live at 5, but fuck it. Coming to America, definitely. There's a couple
It's probably the star out of this whole list, in my opinion.
Yes, it's.
Oh no, Terminator up there too. That was very popular.
Yeah, I was gonna say Terminator. Yeah, Ghostbusters on there. It was good.
Oh, Weird Science. That was me and my mama love that movie. I don't know why she liked it, but I know why I liked it. If I could find a way to put together some shit to build me a bit, shit.
Man, what you
fuck y'all.
Weird Science exists right now. You know what
nah, bro, come on, dog. Ain't nobody fucking with that dog shit, dog. You chill.
Weird Science exists right now as we speak on multiple levels. I mean, just depending on how you want to approach it. Like, if you wanted to go and take a human woman and build her, you could. You just slide on down to Dr. Miami. Or you got these fabricated women, and you can customize and custom build. They talking and can deny you and do all. Like, man, we are living in the days of Weird Science. This is where we go. We ain't got flying cars, but we got sex dolls that'll reject your advances. Like this is where we are now. This is terrible.
That don't make no damn sense. I still don't get that one. I guess that's just the people who like to be rejected. Either that, or even it could be more twisted. Maybe they got like a rape fetish thing.
That's terrible.
Because if it say no, then you can force the dog. Well, what's gonna happen? You gonna get prosecuted?
What if that bitch do fucking send a thing like an alert? That helps got like a home alarm system in that bitch. You start.
That would be fucking crazy. Oh shit!
And then go down, you getting arrested. You fucking.
Wow.
What happened? I was raping a sex doll. Well, how do y'all know you're raping a sex doll? Send an alert. Goddamn it! Robots have rights too. Oh, that would be the whole. Like you, how do you? Who do you don't even, you can't tell nobody no shit like that. Like, you go in there, bitch, you're done for. Like, you go down for a robot rape. But I mean, it's gonna be a thing pretty soon. Once we start getting more acclimated with these technologies, what was that, Boston Dynamics or whatever else, they start making this real shit becomes a daily thing. It's gonna be a crime to assault robots and all of that extra shit. It's gonna be a problem. Tell you it's wild.
I wonder why they don't give them to inmates on good behavior.
Dog. Nigga.
Because, I mean, at that point, Honcho, if I'm locked up for like 20, 30, and I get the opportunity, fuck it. I'll probably take it in that aspect. But, nah. I
don't know, man.
But, I mean, why not? You locked up.
It's expensive, dog. That's why. They're not cheap. So, I mean, maybe, like, if you could, I don't know if you got the money. Maybe you got a family member who really loves you, and they put the money in your books.
I was thinking, like, the company that makes could, like, donate, let's just say, quote-unquote, the floor models.
That would be terrible.
I mean, you think that the inmates is going to complain?
No, they're not. But, man, like, there's far worse things going on in there than anything the sex dolls could do or offer. So I would be all for them engaging with the dolls more than whatever things are going on in there now. So,
but it calm a lot of that shit down, though. Motherfuckers will be wanting to be on best behavior.
Yeah, I think so. Miss Meat, how are you this evening? Yeah, that might be the case. That might be the case.
Just a thought.
What the heck are you talking about, Kenneth? All right. Anything else on your mind there, Mr. Professor Trill?
No, that's it. That's all I had.
All right. Well, that's a bit. Well, I appreciate you calling in, sir. And be careful out there on the road.
All right. I need, you know what? Yeah, Kenneth calling. whatever, Cologne, what the fuck your name is. You need to call in. I think you and Honcho need to have a conversation once and for all, because come on, Kenneth, I would not let a man just straight up tell me the first time he met me he gonna slap the taste out my mouth, bro. That shit ain't cool, dog. You need to call in and at least try to defend yourself, brother. Don't go out like that, Kenneth.
I've been telling Kenneth this for a long time, but I stick by my story.
I know. Nah, he need to break you up out that shit. You need to show that man some respect, Honcho. Come on now. Don't be like that.
Nah, he ain't earned it yet. When he get past that honorable mention shit, we'll talk about something.
Come on, Kenneth. Say he ain't with it. Nah, come on, Kenneth, man. You need to talk to this brother.
Call in, kid. We can have a conversation.
Yeah, you can call in. I'm out of here.
All right, that's a bit Professor Trent.
All right.
This nigga not really on the game, nigga. You losing. It don't matter if you're on the game. Go ahead and quit. You about to quit anyway, so. What's the motherfucking deal? We got calling into the den this evening.
It's Dan, sir.
Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. How are you this evening, Mr. Dan?
I'm doing all right, sir. Doing all right, brother.
Okay. What's on your mind tonight, Dan?
Well, it's actually kind of interesting. I wasn't going to call in initially because I heard some chatter that I was turning people off of my calls in terms of like some of the stuff I go into and things like that. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I should just call in more and say more audacious shit. But I'm thinking like, look, this ain't my paycheck. I be fucking up. I'm not trying to fuck up your money. You know what I'm saying? Because you get tips and donations, things like that. And I have too much respect for you to put you in that position where something I say will make you lose subscribers. I don't want to do that to you, man. That's garbage. So I took like a break from the Discord and the chat and all that stuff. And because some people I was arguing with, like, I just kept getting extremely angry because some of the stuff they said I didn't agree with. And that's the side of immaturity on my part, and I admit that, and it is what it is. I do apologize about that. I've apologized to people before because some of the stuff they say is like, it really angers me. And I'll give you a quick example. So, and I'm just kind of laughing. So, I remember someone mentioned a while ago, like, when they're talking about how, and I've said this before, I've been very clear about it, like, I've kind of given up on the black community by and large. Like certain black people, you know, if I know you have a certain mindset, I'll talk to you, things like that. But like by and large, like a lot of stuff I see, I don't agree with that most of us sign on to. And this person said I was the problem with the black community, and I'm thinking like, how am I the problem? I pay my taxes. Not that I matter to the black community. Apparently, I served in the military for 8 years, got my honorable discharge. And you know some of the shit I went through because I told you, Honcho, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't have any kids out of wedlock. I'm not here robbing, murdering, raping, stealing from people. I'm not here selling drugs to my own community. How am I the problem? But apparently the thing is I'm not doing enough. I have to mentor young black youth and all this stuff. And the thing is, I've kind of done that before. In the military, I mentor people. Well, I used to mentor people when I was in the military. And out of the 6, 7 people I mentored, one was Hispanic, one was a white woman, and I think the other 3 or 4 were young black men. Yeah, 3 or 4 young black men. So, like, and then I've also done it at a time. Actually, there was a elementary school that I used to go to when I was a kid, and in the project that we helped resurface the whole, like, basically landscape the whole back of the school, like the little area where the kids play. It took, like, 3 weekends. I actually crashed my car coming from there one day. So I'm fucking my own personal property up, helping to landscape this school. So, like, what haven't I done for the black community? Yeah. You know, on top of not committing, you know, I got really angry at this person. I started cursing him, calling this person stupid, and I apologized because I realized I was out of line for that. And I realized, like, if I get that angry for that kind of stuff, I should just fall back for a minute. So I did, about a week or so. I donated a little bit. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I don't want to fuck up your thing you got going on, Honcho, because I respect you 110%, man. I appreciate you doing this. Thanks for letting people vent and talk about things you got going on, you know. So I just appreciate you doing that, Honcho. So I don't want to be any issue that people leave, even though the stuff I say, it's against the grain, and I accept that. And I'm glad you actually don't mind listening to that. So that's the reason why I haven't called in for about a week or so. I'm just kind of thinking about that. But I just said, fuck it. You know, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just voicing my free speech,
Correct.
my opinion.
Correct.
And I do my best.
I look forward to
I'm sorry, go back, Honcho.
I say, here's my deal. I look forward to it, you know, because like I said, I think you are well researched. They're always insightful and well constructed arguments. So I mean, you know, I think it may be some things that people are uncomfortable hearing, but that's kind of the point of the den, is being able to accept the uncomfortable things that people who may agree or disagree with you, but to understand why, you know, someone says that. And then like you just mentioned, you know, about the part of the problem, but then, you know, maybe that person's not familiar with everything that you have done and gone through. You know, people just make these assumptions and say things. And so, I guess it could just be some misinterpretation. But man, hey, look, you all good with me. Don't worry about none of that extra stuff. You know, you call in, you speak your mind, you keep doing what you do, Mr. Dan.
Honcho, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I kind of figured to say something like that, but still, I wanted to address. I mean, because, yeah, man, I've been fucking with you, bro. We're kind of on the same wavelength. Yeah. Not to make this an echo chamber, but, you know, I try to back my stuff up with facts, like those last 3-4 videos I posted in the Discord about certain issues I've seen in the black community that people way more educated than I am. And I ain't that damn educated, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you got, like, what was it, Carol Swain? She was a Harvard professor. Philip Starks is like he's written multiple books on certain issues. Another gentleman, Larry Elder, he was a judge, I believe, at one point. Like, these people are saying some of the same stuff I've said. I got what I got from them. Those dudes red-pilled me. And if you know what red pill means, it basically someone wakes you up to certain facts. That's why I left being liberal. I can't do that liberal stuff anymore because I see some of the results of that. Like, look at San Francisco. Did you know that it's actually fine to steal up to $1,000 worth of stuff in San Francisco? Like, anything up to $1,000 worth of stuff you shoplift, that's a misdemeanor. But below $1,000, you're fine. Like Rite Aid shit gets stolen. Not to mention all the poop and needles in the streets. There was actually a video of a guy eating his own feces recently, a few months ago. Yeah. This is San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi's district. Yeah. So this is this liberal mindset. This is the issue I have with this. And I didn't notice I said liberal, and I said more conservative. I didn't say Republican. Okay, conservative. You don't have to be part of a party to have a certain mindset.
Yes.
So yeah, shit like that. So just look at some of these liberal Democrat-ran cities and just see the shithole that they become. Detroit, San Francisco, L.A., New York right now. New York is probably damn near Escape from New York. Remember that movie, Escape from New York? That's what they got to go through. Yeah, it's about to get real, man. Ain't no movie. That's about to be real life in this motherfucker. And I think Prepare was talking about, what was it, tomorrow's the 4th, right? Yeah, that holiday and all that good stuff. They said some cops about to go on strike in some of these cities. I think New York's one of them. LA might be another. I actually have a friend in, she's in San Diego. And me and her met in the military, and she saved my life one night, just being honest about it. And I told her, I just texted her, I said, hey, look, be careful out there during the 4th. She's moving, actually, going to somewhere else to live. And I told her, just be careful because I'm hearing the cops in California might go on strike. I don't know where at exactly, but I just want you to be careful. You know, just wanted to warn my friend. And she said, thank you very much, you know. So you just got to be careful. And this entire situation this country's in it's a bag of fuck. That's the best term of it. It's a bag of fuck. One of those military terms, bag of fuck. I don't know what to say about it, you know.
Oh, man.
It is what it is. I heard it shut down the chop, though, and too bad 2 young black men got murdered, as usual, before that happened.
Exactly.
Now, the funny thing is, once the first one got killed, that mayor was like, we're shutting this shit down. But when they showed up to her house, was it not even a day later, the goddamn, the SS came in like some goddamn World War II shit. They swept that shit the fuck clean, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So that's why I said strategic protest. Protest the city hall, protest the houses of these mayors and governors and things like that. And there's going to be a bunch of lawsuits that have already been filed from the business owners of that shop area. Probably the 2 people that got murdered. You know they about to sue their families. So, you know, but here's the thing about Seattle and these other West Coast Democrat-ran cities. They're probably going to reelect those people.
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Jenny Durkin, Governor Gavin Newsom, was it, not senator, she might be senator, good old Horseface, what's his name? I don't know. It's, you know, now not to insult someone's looks. It's just like, look, I have no respect for you when I see the way you do business.
No, definitely.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm just ranting at this point. I don't want to hold you up too long. It's been a minute, you know.
But okay, I've got a question.
If you don't donate, you can't be IOTCH about nothing. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
All right, and my thing is like, what do you feel like these protesters have accomplished? You know, they're protesting all over the country, and it doesn't seem, in my opinion, like a whole lot has happened. What are you seeing? Do you feel like they're making any progress in the whatever their demands are?
Well, the majority of the protesters I see are representatives, so-called representatives of Black Lives Matter, and I actually have the website loaded up right now. And here's some of the mission statement, what we believe, like literally blacklivesmatter.com. So here's some things that troubled me. Let's see. And here's one thing I thought was it an oxymoron or a kind of contradiction? We work vigorously for freedom, for injustice for all Black people, and by extension, all people. So by saying this on the website, you mean all lives matter. Then why do some of these BLM supporters get mad when you have all lives matter sign, when someone says that? Then they try to cancel you on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, so you ain't canceling shit. I don't give a fuck. What kind of whole ass shit is that? That's, like, dude, cancel me in real life. Try that shit. You gotta catch a knife in the windpipe. I ain't playing with you, nigga. Shit. Anyway, and here's another thing. Oh, so I ain't playing with these dudes out here. You test me, you going in the ground. I'm giving you a dirt nap. You're not taking my life. I have stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't playing with me, bro. Self-defense. But one thing, let's see. I'm sorry, I had to load up earlier. Oh, yes, we disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages. So they say they're disrupting the Western prescribed nuclear family.
Yes.
If you look at the Black community, the statistics, it's already been disrupted.
Correct.
And we got 75, 77, 78% single-parent households.
Yes.
And even the best president for Black people, Obama, he said it himself, single-parent households contribute more to lawlessness, to youth gangs, to murders, all that. So why disrupt this thing which has been working for hundreds of years? You know, this is all subversive. That's what the point I wanted to get to. This whole BLM, the extreme feminism. Now I understand wanting more representation in certain aspects. Never mind entertainment. Never mind that. I'm talking about like business matters, like CEOs and things like that. But those CEOs have to earn that shit. You can't just get handed it to you, the affirmative action hire to be a CEO of a company. We don't want that. We want people who deserve it to actually get that position. Right. I want more position than that. Never mind some, a Black quarterback. I don't give a fuck about that. Maybe how about a Black owner of a team? How about that? Now that I'm about. I'm fine with that. Make Jay-Z the owner of a team. I'd like to see that. I'd laugh. He's happy with being the NFL spokes, entertainment chairman, tap dancing dude, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's the show cheese. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of the extra shit.
I feel you. So, and I agree that that's what really honestly turned my thought process around, is really going to reading that website and seeing what their statement was. But you realize, like you said, trying to disrupt the nuclear family, things of that nature. It's just like, what are they talking about? Me as a Black man, what are they saying on this website that benefits me? Because if something was to happen to me, they would definitely use my face as a prop to get the attention that they're seeking. But yet, none of the stuff that they're talking about would actually benefit me. Because that's not the goal. It's not about benefiting Black people. Like I said, it's I don't know how many letters the thing is now, but it's a different organization. So.
Just see who's funding it, and I actually try to do some searches on Google. Some things don't come up. See, whenever you do a Google search, specifically Google, and you type in certain things that don't show up, either it's porn or it's something that they have issues with people loading up immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like I typed in Black Lives Matter George Soros, because that's one of the people who have ties to that. It didn't do auto search. The first thing it showed was like someone trying to disprove that. So I said, okay, all right, this tells me everything I need to know. Just more fuckery, and it's just a show at this point, man. And then the statues. Look, I don't really care about civil rights. I'm not civil rights. No, civil rights are fine. Civil War, like generals getting torn down. Even though these people are tearing down statues of abolitionists, tearing down statues of all black regiments in the Civil War. So like you're not even paying attention. Actually, I was walking by my campus. I did a run this morning, and I ran through my campus, and I saw like this old 200-year stone. It's been around a while, and all they do is paint Black Lives Matter and random names on it. I'm saying, like, this stone's been here 6 months ago. This stone was left alone. No one fucked with it. Now it's got a bunch of graffiti on it. I'm saying, like, y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all doing, bro. This is insane. Like, I'm tired of this shit, basically. I just,
Yeah, I think there's a lack of structure. Like you said, you just got people out there running kind of willy-nilly and just don't know what stuff is. They don't really know the history of shit. They just feel like they got to do something. Because like a lot of these statues, I see they spray painted Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like he's a fucking musician. What the fuck? You know, abolitionist. So it's just crazy stuff.
Stevie Ray Vaughan? Ain't that from like what is it? Not Pink Floyd. I'm about to say another band, but I know what you're talking about. That's insane, bro. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is a fucking show at this point. It's unfortunate that people get killed, though. Speaking of getting murdered, so tomorrow's the 4th of July, another summer holiday. Let's see how many people get killed in Chicago. I wonder. Because, yeah, I mean, that's tomorrow. You know, people get smoked on the 4th. I mean, never mind fireworks. Some gunplay.
And I don't know if I'll say everything. What do you think what's the over under? I'm gonna go. If you want to talk about how many people shot, what would you take the over the under on 100?
Look, I mean, when I heard that Father's Day weekend, shit, 104 people got shot. That shit hurt my heart, man.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly black people. I looked it up. It was mostly black people.
Absolutely.
Maybe like 4 or 5 Hispanics, 1 or 2 white people, but mostly black people. And like these are some of our communities, man. Because most of this violence, it's going on in black communities. Like I said, when you have 13% of the population committing 50% of the murders, 47% of the murder victims, this is a problem. And it's like people would rather either ignore it or act like it don't exist, which is the same thing, or make excuses for it, which I don't know which one's worse, either ignoring it happening or making excuses for it. I don't know what's worse. Yeah. And it's troubling. I don't know what to say anymore about it, man. I'm lost, man.
I almost think they making excuses for it almost maybe, because then you just blatantly know it's happening, but you're just blatantly trying to find a way to validate it or justify what's going on when you know it's not right. So I mean, it's all crazy shit, man.
Yeah, man. I know you're trying to talk about something positive. You mentioned earlier when you were talking to Phil.
No, I mean, I'm just in a rant. Like, I mean, I don't even expect anything positive to happen. Like, the positive is hanging out in the den and just shooting the shit with the Denfolk and laughing about shit, because I mean, you can't do anything but laugh. But as far as just looking at the rest of the world and what's going on, it's terrible stuff happening out there.
I tell you one thing that made me laugh, and that's how I know a lot of this shit's a setup. So I saw an article, I forgot what paper it was. It said, like, the protests have slowed down the COVID-19 transmission. When I heard that, and I heard that a lot of these doctors are bumping up numbers in these hospitals, and you see all these TikToks and tweets with people dancing in hospitals, so I thought you're supposed to be busy. I'm not saying this virus don't exist. I'm just saying people have been bumping up these numbers. And that's troubling. But I'm still not playing. I wear my mask everywhere I go, gas station. I got some Vietnamese food earlier today. Still wear my mask unless I was eating my food. I'm not playing with this shit, but still, man, look.
Yeah.
There's a reason for this. There's a reason.
I mean, I'm kind of saying, but like I hate it, but you know, I put the little mask on because you got to now. It's like, you know, no mask, no nothing. So, or you could have people deliver the shit, but I think it's kind of, they bring the wrong shit. But yeah, man. So I mean, yeah, it's like you don't want to fuck around because you hate to be like that guy. You know, you be like, oh, fuck this shit, and it ain't that big of a deal, and you be the one that fuck around and catch it, become the statistic. You know, even though you thought you'd be. So yeah, you don't want to take that risk either. So I definitely feel you.
The game is game, man. But I've been taking up too much of your time, brother. I apologize. Probably have someone else want to call in. But I just read the chat real quick. You're trying to read the chat because someone's probably they're calling me out on shit, and that's fair enough. It's free country. Call me out of my coon-ass bullshit. But you mentioned cancel culture. See, what happens with cancel culture is they end up canceling each other. Like, people who are all about, like, I'm all this, they say one thing, they pull up one tweet from 2 years ago, and then they cancel each other. That's why I said it a few calls ago, the left eats its own, bro.
Yeah.
That's what that is. They eat their own because everyone's trying to be the most endangered identity. Black people most endangered identity. No, women are most endangered identity. No, black women are. No, black trans women are, because trans women are a woman. Never mind. And I'm not going to go there because I'm not going to offend anybody in that community. But it's just like they keep bouncing back and forth like a goddamn pinball machine, and they don't have a general consensus. That's why more conservative people, look, we want our economy better. We want to pull back on some of this military spending, things like that. So that's why I walked away from the Democratic Party years ago, because I saw where this is going. And it is what it is. But Biden's going to, I'm sorry, go ahead, Honcho.
No, you go ahead.
I'm sorry. But Biden's going to go and just color his VP nom. I keep hearing, what's old girl? The one from California. The one who kept locked a bunch of black men for no reason.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah, Kamala. Oh, yeah. He's probably going to throw her. It's going to be a woman or black. Both be even better. So this should be very interesting. Yeah, this Democratic nomination actually will land like near my birthday, so it's going to be a very exciting week. I'm going to get really drunk and, see who the president is, and fuck it.
Yeah, shit, we might as well. Ain't going to be shit else to do. We'll still be locked up probably. They'll still be trying to find some other new thing to keep us restricted. We're not getting out till past the election. Like that's where we're headed right now. We ain't gonna get until they're not gonna regulate until some big changes happen.
John said, "Take off your hair, I want to see your face." Oh man, I took it off years ago, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is what it is, bro. But that's all I got, Honcho. I ain't gonna take up no more of your time, man. Shout out to the Den. I'm glad y'all listening. Hit the tip, all that good stuff. I'm out, man. I'm gonna chill the rest of the night, bro.
Well, Mr. Dan, I appreciate the call as always, sir. I thank you for calling in. You have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. You too. Be safe.
All right. Yes, sir. You also.
All right.
Uh-oh. Hello? 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 Hola?
Hello?
Hello?
You talking to me?
Yeah, hello. Hello? Mic check.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Nah, what's up with you?
Nah, just chilling. What's going down?
Oh, that squeaky chair, you chilling?
Yeah, me and squeaky chair, just squeaking it up, You ain't freaking if you ain't squeaking.
Huh?
I say you ain't freaking if you ain't squeaking.
Yes,
How are you this evening, Miss Rashida?
I'm doing good, I guess.
Good. What's on your mind tonight?
I don't know, really.
You don't know.
I was like this. Was it any what you call it, den debate that went on?
No, we're all friends in the den right now. Nobody got any beef.
Yeah, right.
Nobody want to beef.
Please.
We have reached a state of ultimate harmony.
It's always like that on the boat night. Then get quiet. That's bullshit. They'll be back talking that shit next week.
Um, so you were up in Chi-Town, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And would you say that they handled this pandemic okay, pretty well, in your opinion? How do you feel like Chicago handled the
Are
pandemic?
we in the news as one of the high risk states?
Are you? Y'all one of the high risk states?
I said, are we in the news like Texas and Florida
Look, hold
being
on,
high
look.
risk?
Look, leave Texas out. Texas ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all,
Huh?
Texas ain't got nothing to do with that, right? We talking about
I
Chicago.
believe they at the top of the list, and they was one of the first ones to try to reopen everything, and they numbers just spiked up.
It's probably because
Well,
y'all
meanwhile,
Chicagoans probably came down here with your biological warfare.
No. In Chicago, we've been handling things quite well.
Hmm.
We haven't opened up everything. We just, trying to maintain it, be cool, everybody cool.
Hmm. It sounds
Yeah,
good.
our governor and our mayor, they on top of their shit. So,
What? You say so Lori on top of her game?
yeah, she doing a good job too. Her and her principal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all can take some notes. Texas can take some notes.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah.
Y'all solid in one area, but there's some other areas in which y'all could probably tighten up.
Yeah, you talking about the black on black violence. That's what you talking about.
What is black on black violence? I mean, y'all just got pure violence.
No, a lot of it is black on black. They some damn idiots out there. A lot of gang related, just shooting each other. This person shoots this person, and this person got to shoot two. Then they go shoot three. That's what that is.
What do you think would alleviate the gang problem in Chicago?
I think it started in the home. More men in the home and more education and more programs for the youth and jobs and things like that. And get rid of the drugs and stuff. A lot of times they be fighting over territory too. Drug territory. Yeah. I mean, there's no one size fits all for that kind of stuff. Just like it has to be a combination of things. You know what I'm saying? The first step is prevention, which means getting the youth not to even be involved in gang shit, and to let me see how I say this. Remove the image of selling drugs and being in a gang is something cool to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, a lot of these young men think they father at the time you see it. You just got generations, like a cycle of generations of just repeat the cycle. And then, like, some of the older gangbangers, they do try to do outreach to the youth to tell them and, change, but I don't really think that works that much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a person has to want to change to see any real change. You can tell them all the shit in the world, they get started, but they're not going to have that will to follow through until they want it.
And then the women too have to support that change, because if the women refuse to date these schools and everything, I think you would see a big change. But men can't get pussy, then it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
But you got these women that like food and all that kind of shit. They like that fast money, and we gotta work on both ends. I don't know. That's just my observation.
I mean, but no, you got a very good point because you do have, like, say, whatever the women want, whatever's gonna get the girls, then the dudes gonna follow. So if they start saying, "Hey, you know what? We don't." If women start saying we don't like drug dealers no more, then trust me, niggas gonna jump in the books. They gonna be on
They
in
gonna put
college.
them
They
in
gonna
their very healthy. They gonna go to school. They gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking for something. And then by them, some of them having like a good family, the game replaces their family. And if they have a strong family foundation, then that wouldn't be like necessary. I wouldn't even say necessary, but that wouldn't be as attractive.
um. So do you feel like the protests are achieving anything?
I think it's making a little movement, but I mean, racism wasn't created overnight, and the results of it ain't gonna be cleared up overnight. You know what I mean? It's a system that was built, against black people primarily. So, in order for that system to be broken, it's gonna take change. You know what I'm saying? People act like removing images of racist, of racist symbols and all that kind of stuff is really eradicating the problem. But it's just really just a little something. But at least something moving, it wasn't nothing being done at first. So, slow motion is better than no motion. Okay. We done put up with racism for how long now? 400 years. Yeah, it might take another 400 to clean this shit up. So,
Another
I don't
400.
think. I don't think I'm gonna see the results in my lifetime, but I just hope for the future generations that they'll see something.
But with America having a black president, you don't think that they've changed significantly over the years from
No,
a
I
lot of
don't
racist
think it has
habits?
to do with black. I don't think it has to do with having a black president. That's not what's gonna solve the issue. We have to solve the issue within our own community first. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter who the president is if we're not working on our problem. And we have to actually get real with ourselves and have some real conversation, because a lot of this shit is fluff and pointing the fingers at the white people. And some of it, is warranted, but the majority of it is things that we can do to improve our own community that have nothing to do with white people.
That's true.
White people not stopping us from getting the education. White people not putting guns in our heads, in our hands of our youth, having out some fun down, going to cigarettes, selling drugs. White people not doing that. White people not making a black man leave home and making all these babies and can't afford them, and then having all these women on welfare and not working, and that's not the white man's fault. You gotta set better example for the youth. You have generations of people on welfare. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get 18, they ready to run down to the aid office, get the food stamps and everything. You gotta do better. And then also have people that try to put their kids on disability doing ain't nothing wrong with their kids because they don't want to get a job. You know, you have to make working important. So get your ass up and let your kids see you going to a job. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of it has to do with self-esteem too. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up, clean your house. Don't be living in no nasty ass house. I don't care if y'all feel like it don't cost shit to live in your house, but that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, definitely. A clean home, clean work area, all those things are significant.
Yeah. You know, I used to, when I was younger, used to think it was more of the white people stopping black people from doing things. But as I've gotten older, I realized that some stuff is self-inflicted. And like poverty, that's one of the biggest problems I think we got.
Oh, yeah.
When you're in poverty, your opportunities are limited. You know what I'm saying? And breaking that cycle of poverty is not as easy as people think. Now, it can be done. Look, you got to be motivated, and it helps when you got people behind you to support you and everything else. See, I done took us down the rabbit hole.
We've been in like Alice in Wonderland. So here's my thing. All right. So we've talked about some of the activity in Chicago, even though y'all might got the corona points, but we got points on everything else. And we talked about a little bit about the protest, doing a little bit. Something's better than nothing, and I can see that. But I want to know how you feel about open relationships, Miss Rashida.
No, you gotta be close.
Why they gotta be close?
Because I don't want the person I'm with out there airing their fluids with nobody else.
And what if they use protection?
No. It's not gonna work. But somebody's gonna end up getting stabbed, and that's gonna be it.
So it's like,
yeah.
So you think somebody gonna end up catching feelings and gets upset?
I mean, I'm against it for myself. I don't care if somebody else do that. So I'm not necessarily against open relationships, but that's not for me. That's not lifestyle. I'm interested in pursuing, and because you see what happens, that third wheel always sweet. They always try to come forward and tell your business. Always absent. He ain't nothing but a male side chick. All in their family. Shit, you want they damn family.
That's such a weird thing. Like you see all them pictures. That's such a. All them motherfuckers is weird. See, look now.
And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, why was she his mentor instead of Will? Because he a man, he a black man in the industry.
Yes.
He got more clout than she do. So he really, in my opinion, could have helped you more than she did. If he could. But when the last time she did something? I think she was in girls. Other than that, she ain't really did shit since Different World.
Damn. But yeah, that's what I say. She's really just kind of.
We really worked. I don't know.
She just succeeded off of hype, really, honestly. I mean, she early on when she was young, she was real pretty and all that, and then married Will, and they do shit for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, that was odd to me because one of your mentor is the same sex as you.
Yeah,
Like, I want to go get a mentor. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a man. It'd be another woman that's doing something I want to do.
Why not? Why not? What if that was the best mentor available? They just happen to be the opposite sex.
But I would hope it would be Idris Elba because I can learn a lot from him.
Maybe she gonna learn from Idris Elba. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Gotta watch that. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I don't know. What else is on your mind?
Well, he just pretty much fooled himself. That's it.
What happened?
He fooled himself. I don't know how he really thought he had some kind of big love relationship with her. He in denial. He'll be okay though.
But I mean, I'm telling you, they treated that young man like family. They brought him in. They probably treated him all kind of ways. Let's not go too
That
far.
young man was going through health problems and he had a lot of issues. So they treated him like family, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he probably ain't nobody,
He was vulnerable.
Yeah, so they take advantage of that shit. I don't know. Like I said, Jada the Predator, y'all don't want to cancel Jada. Y'all don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna try
I
to
think
cancel.
his brother died and his sister died and he got their kids and then he had autoimmune disease and they was attacking his body. He lost his sight for a little while and so he was going through it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he just attached on to her. But at the same time, she knew what it was. And you know what's funny? She didn't really start being interested in him until a picture was circulated and showed how big his package was. So I think she wants to unwrap that package and give her a sample. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
I have no comment on that.
I didn't really expect you to. And they say he done got weird too. He dressed weird and stuff.
Man, motherfucker look weird with that damn whatever that shit was on that fucking.
I don't know. He'll be all right. A broken heart will heal. It ain't gonna never be work the same, but it'll heal.
Really not.
He better put some tape on that heart and keep it moving. That's what he better. And stop trying to. You can't even date no pure person. Find you available somebody who's supposed to be available. The thing about Will and Jada that annoys me is their ego. You know what I'm saying? They talking about they transcended their marriage to a life partnership. Like they so much evolved from marriage. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all annoying. Y'all was out there swinging. And they say Will got all kind of different women. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe some of it was she was trying to make him jealous too. But he ain't jealous. He had that same pussy for 21 years. And they said when she got with August Alsina, she started getting a vaginal rejuvenation surgery. You know, where they go in there and they kind of tighten you up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know you heard about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you hearing all this from?
What do you mean?
Like, how you know about her getting the surgeries and all this other stuff?
Oh, I be everywhere on in all the different YouTube things and hearing stuff and yeah, I do my research.
Let me find out you the plug.
Because you know what, I think they talking about she had to keep getting her surgery because he's so big down there, he was stretching her out. And you know, he had a lawsuit against him before because he ruptured another woman's cervix. I know you don't even want to talk about this shit, but you know, hey, I had to hear it, so we got to hear it.
See, normally I would be a bit more actively or adamantly engaged in attacking these things that you're saying. But I ain't gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm low on gas right now, so I don't have the juice to attack. But you're laying down a trap, and I've been ensnared in it. But like I said, I got you. I got you. I got my own. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Well, you always do. So hey, feel what it is.
Mm. I have all the
Ain't nobody
cures.
gonna debate. Goddamn. Step up to the mic.
No, nobody wants to debate. Nobody wants
Is
to.
anybody even in there?
Yeah, it's just a few folks left.
Oh, they left me until I started talking. I don't give a fuck.
They said
Leave. All y'all can leave.
they said he was a racist.
They said I'm racist or you racist.
They said you're a racist.
So who gonna do something about it? Step up to the mic. Call in. Right, just like I thought. They ain't gonna call in on shit. Shut the fuck up. Stop typing. Log off and go take a bath, you funky ass.
That actually sounds like a great idea.
You sound like you ready to go to sleep.
I could definitely use a little bit of energy, especially
Yeah, I
with karaoke.
see. Like you like dragging. Like what's wrong?
Tell you, I'll be getting up early. I'll be up at like 4 in the morning, and just by the time
What
it's
the hell
done,
you getting up there early for?
I'll be having
You be
things.
putting that woman out.
I'll just be having
Calling
things.
her Uber.
I'll be having things to do early, and so
Yeah.
I just have to move around, and so I operate.
Well, you done used all your energy during the day because you got to go to sleep.
Oh, Mr. John's on the line. Okay, we'll take one more after this. We'll definitely take Mr. John's call after this. I'm just like I said, I just yeah. So and I've been trying to avoid the caffeine and energy drinks and all that other stuff. So it's a little different. I think once I kind of fully get over that, I think I'll be good. But,
Are you trying to play sleep to get me off the phone?
I'm not trying to play sleep to get you off the phone now. I want to get off the phone. I say no. I just say something like, "Look, Rashida, this is it," and then we go from there. But no, that's not the case. I actually felt like right before the stream, so I thought I was going, okay, cool, I'm good. I got the juice. I'm gonna be straight. And this shit, as the stream has been going along, I have definitely been declining, and I can feel it. So if I have been less than energetic.
Well, how the hell you talking about you gonna have some karaoke in the
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to go drink me some coffee or something. Go get me a fucking energy drink. I'm gonna turn
You
up.
ain't about to do shit. Fall asleep. You gonna go in there for a minute and then next thing you know they gonna keep snoring.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to the store and get an energy drink, and I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna be in there. It's gonna be going down in the karaoke time. But that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, well let me go ahead and do my song real quick. So
Okay.
Get off. You ready?
Yes, I've been waiting.
It ain't too many people in there because I be a little shy. I don't be wanting to sing in front of a lot of people.
I think you'll be good.
What you say?
How you gonna be a world famous superstar if you don't want to sing in front of the people?
Ain't nobody gonna pay me to sing. They gonna pay me to shut the hell up and get off the stage. They don't throw it to me.
No.
And I'm like, who is Kathy of Howland? Remember, you always be putting that picture in that chat up there when I sing.
Huh?
Yeah, you know you do. You probably got it up now. I just can't see the chat. You got man.
Yeah. So, no, I don't know. Putting the cat up there, I don't even know what a cat is. I don't think I still
You
got
do
the.
that white cat.
Yeah, I know. I don't know,
That white
but
cat.
I cleaned up a bunch of the files, so I don't even know what a cat may be.
You ready?
Yes, yes.
I ain't gonna do the whole song. It's just a piece of it.
Okay.
Okay, this is so freaking. You know that song?
Which one?
Jodeci freaking you. Do
Yes,
you
yes,
know it?
yes, yes.
You gonna sing it with me? Or I can't do it
Nah,
like
yeah, you gotta go solo. You don't want me to sing it with you.
that. Cause you be throwing me off because you know what you be singing. I did the I keep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I see how it is.
You know, like if we were in a group together, I had to cut you. You know how they had to cut them people at the
Mm,
group.
that's messed up. See, I'd be the reason. Mate, you trying to cut me out the group? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, let me go and do this so John can get his call in. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny. 'Cause I can't get you out of my mind. 'Cause sexy you be all I see. And I would give anything just to make you understand me. 'Cause I don't give a damn about nothing else. Freaking was on tonight. I need you tonight. I need your body tonight. I got whatever you want tonight. I need you tonight. Ooh, that's it.
All right. Well, let's proceed with the
Okay,
Jodeci.
and I got one more.
Okay.
I got one more.
Okay.
This is Lauren Hill, X Factor. This is my last one. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with stars. Now tell me, who I have to be to give some rest to philosophy? 'Cause no one loves you more than me, and no one ever. This is just a silly game that forces you to act this way, forces you to scream my name, and then between that you can't say. Now tell me who I have to be to get some rest without the sea. You know when love's you more than me, and no one ever sees. Okay, I'm gonna do the last part. Care for me, care for me. You said you care for me, there for me, there for me. That you be there for me, cry for me, cry for me. You said you got for me, yes for me, yes for me. I want to miss you. Care for me, care for me. You said you care for me, there for me. That you be there for me, cry for me, cry for me. You said you got me, give for me, give for me. What must you live for me? Okay, that's it.
Miss Rashida,
Yeah,
I thank you for serenading
yeah,
us
well,
with your
well.
lovely renditions
Mm-hmm.
and for
No
chopping it
problem.
up with me this evening.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Okay. But now we're gonna get to Mr. John's call.
Before I go,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
before I go, if anybody in the den has something they want to say to me, you got a beef with me, step your ass up for the mic, call me. I got a few minutes.
You ain't got no minutes. We finna talk to Mr. John. We finna wind this thing down. We finna get into the Discord. You like if you want to beef, you got to come into the Discord.
No, this is debate night. Somebody got to beef with me. Step your ass up to the mic.
No,
Cause I'm ready to tear one of y'all asses up.
You got to beef in the Discord now.
With who?
Well, whoever wants to smoke, you got to come. It's like a surprise, like one of them hidden Christmas things.
All
Whatever.
them
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Don't nobody want no smoke. Don't nobody want no smoke.
You gotta pull up. You gotta pull up. Then I mean, that's the only way you gonna
Nah, I
find
got
out.
to pull up. I already saw who he is now. So what I got to pull up?
Okay.
All right, my take care. Good night, then.
All right, Miss Rashida, I appreciate your call. You have a good
Next
evening.
time on debate night, I'm calling one of y'all ass out. You gonna get this smoke? Yeah, yeah.
We gonna see. I'm holding you to that.
Oh yeah, people. All right. Bye.
Have a good evening, Miss Rashida. That's funny. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the den this evening?
Lift every voice and sing till the earth and heaven ring with harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory won. Amen.
I think. Are you looking forward to that, Mr. John? Looking forward to the opening day of the NFL, and that's crazy because it's actually a Texans game, isn't it? That's crazy. That's really funny. That should be extremely interesting. But how you doing this evening, Mr. John?
Man, I'm in my office, and for some reason it's like 90 degrees in my office. I'm sweating like an old Virginia slave in a hot box.
That's a terrible, terrible situation.
It is. I got no shirt on right now. I'm shirtless in my office.
Well, I guess that's better than wearing a V-neck, according to Professor Trill. So
less gay than a V.
Yeah. So there's that whole situation. Oh
my God.
Okay.
What's going on? What do you want to talk about?
Whatever's on your mind. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little spit here, so whatever you're feeling, it's a free range conversation.
I don't know. I'm disappointed. Everybody has something to say about me. Not everybody, but plenty of people have had something to say about me in the chat room over time. Half the chat room has blocked me. But nobody, when it's debate night, nobody calls in to have a conversation. I'm shocked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's been all friendly lately. I don't know. I think the Rona got us all screwed up or something. We ain't been getting any beefs lately. I blame it on Isley. Everything's got all calm. Isley ain't been around. And everything's calmed down. No Misty Bitch Fest. I don't know what's going on right now.
So, what do you got in your mind before you fall asleep? Is there anything that in particular this week that has caught your attention or bothered you?
I mean, outside of there hasn't been anything major. Like I said, I'm honestly, a lot of the stuff that's been going on, it's gotten to the point where I'm semi-numb to it. Like, if nothing, no results are really coming out of all this, like I said, symbolic bullshit. If people like it, cool. I hope they're happy with it. I could care less. I'm just kind of waiting for the next thing to happen. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's just all the other shit I've grown kind of fatigued with it.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Last 2-3 weeks, I just kind of like tuned out. It's just too much BS in my opinion. I learned that one of my friends, he's an older guy, he's in his 50s. This is the guy I was telling you. He's half black, half white, and he's been texting me like all about like what's been going on with the protests, and like he's very pro protest. He's very pro BLM, just very pro, I guess, Democrat. And I always knew that he had certain views, but I never knew that like he would ride this hard for BLM and for this and that. So I've actually been engaging with him like very deep on this topic. We talk about topics, about everything else, and we just let it, we let it rip. But this is one topic we never really got really deep about. And I'm just like, I was amazed at like, he's extremely like left-wing liberal. He was telling me how like BLM is great for black people, and I'm like, how? I'm like, can you? He's like, well, he goes, he's sending me articles left and right unsolicited, which I don't mind. Articles like white America is finally being forced to wake up, and I'm like, huh? They're waking up now because they're finally talking about race. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, you gotta stop reading this Apple News shit. I'm like, white people have always been awake. They didn't want to talk about it. I'm like, no, people aren't stupid. They just don't want to talk about it. I said, and white people don't want to talk about it because nothing they say is right, and they get called a racist. And it's like, why do they even want to bother? And it's not like they're gonna fix anything. He's sending me articles like, oh, Black Lives Matter marched through a neighborhood that 30 years ago had Klan marches through it. I'm like, yeah, dude, 30 years ago they fucking moved. I'm like, they're not. He just and he would send me videos. I'm like stories of like, like this black woman got beat up by a white guy, and this black guy got shot by a white guy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, did you watch the whole video or just the 30 seconds that you watch? I'm like, because, like they usually do that. The media will usually play a certain portion of the video. He's like, why would I have to watch the whole video? I was like, to get context. I'm like, you don't know why something happened leading up to that. I'm like, they just show you what they want you to see. I'm like, the media is not in the business of printing money. I mean, printing news. They're in the business of printing money. He's like, well, I don't know why I'd have to watch. So I'm reading all the articles he sends me. I'm reading all the text messages he sends me. So I send him like full videos of the same thing he sent me, but I send him the full video. And I'm like, I'm not going to watch it. I was like, why? I don't have to. I already know what they're going to say. I was like, dude, no, you don't. Like, just watch the whole video and make your own judgment based off of the whole video. And, he was just like, oh, these are all hate crimes. I'm like, dude, the last 5 years there's been an influx of hate crime hoaxes. That's not to take away from hate crimes that are true, but there's also another trend happening, which is hoaxes. I'm like, 2/3 of all hate crimes over the past 5 years have been turned out to be hoaxes. I'm like, you can't deny one without the other. Like, they happen when they're real. When they're real, they happen, and you should, do something to stop them and solve the crimes. But you also can't take into effect that some people are skeptical because there's also been a lot of hoaxes lately. Correct. He didn't want to hear it. He was like, no, this is white America getting angry because they're losing their power. I said this 20 years ago at the white man. I was like, what? I'm like, who thinks that white people don't have any power in this country? That's the whole reason why this is happening, because they feel white people have all the power or too much power. And it was just like, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, this is the last 3 weeks, so I've been getting bashed to my head from the TV, from Twitter, from this guy, and I'm like, I can't. I'm so numb to it. I just can't. And like, then he hits me with like, COVID deaths among black people are dying at a significant rate, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm like, there's nothing false about that. But have you asked why? I'm like, maybe it's because of a 54.8% obesity rate in the black community versus a 37% rate in the white community. Maybe it's a disproportionate amount of asthma, high blood pressure, diabetes, lack of self-care. I'm like, do you think those things could add up to maybe give black people a disadvantage? He's like, well, you don't get to make the narrative. I'm like, I'm not making the narrative. The narrative is the facts put together to make a story, which is the narrative. Black people are dying at a higher rate. I'm not giving you the narrative. I'm giving you the solution, which is it all starts in the home. I was like, black parents need to do a better job of sticking together instead of having out-of-wedlock kids and raising kids better. The diet starts in the home. The love of God starts in the home. The respect for men and women starts in the home. Everything starts in the home. He's like, well, you don't get to make the narrative. I was like, you mean you don't like my answer because it cuts too deep? And then he just stopped replying to me. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, you can't even have a conversation with people. They won't even... He's like, why would I go look at it? I'm like, to get another point of view. I was like, maybe my point of view I showed you only solidifies yours stronger. Maybe it changes your mind. Maybe it brings you into the middle of the conversation. But these people who think one way, they don't want to talk. I can't believe that someone is that. I honestly believe that they're not that stubborn. They're just afraid to step outside of their circle. I think they enjoy raging. And I'm thinking now, and I'm going to call him out tomorrow. I'm going to text him. He told me when Trump, because he wasn't diehard against Trump when Trump was running in 15, 16. He wasn't really for him, but he wasn't against him either. And then I remember him telling me a couple of weeks after he won, he's like, you're never going to believe what happened. I said, what? He goes, I go into this deli every morning to get my breakfast, my coffee and my bagel or whatever. I said, yeah. He goes, yeah. So the quote unquote, he goes, the Mexicans that work there. He's like, they always used to serve me. It was always very polite, very, very quick. They were very good with me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, they should be. That's their job at the deli. And he's like, yeah, but after Trump won, he's like, they just looked at me differently. And I was like, what? I'm like, so why would they look at you differently? He's like, because Trump won. I was like, so you're telling me a president that was lambasted all over TV saying he hates quote unquote Mexicans and immigrants are treating you, a 6'5", 330-pound biracial man with a ponytail differently because Mexicans are happy that Trump won? He's like, yes. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. He's like, I'm telling you, they think they're better than me now. And I'm like, newsflash, Mexicans have never liked black people. Secondly, if they thought they were better than you, it didn't start 3 weeks ago with Trump being in office. I was like, you, for whatever reason, he's like, no, I'm telling you, they think they're better than me now, and I don't like this. He goes, I used to like going in there and getting great service, and now I'm not. And I'm like, okay. I was like, maybe their beef is with their boss who was a Trump supporter, and that's why they're fucking pissed off. Maybe it's not you. But it's like, I don't mind it if he thinks differently than me, but it's like you won't even take the time to read another version of the same story that you sent me, but you want me to read all your stories. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's the thing again. That people, they want to be heard, but they don't want to listen. They want you to hear all the rhetoric and all the bullshit they spew, but then they don't want to take the time to hear an opposing view. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I told him, I said, maybe you don't agree with my version when I send you, like, the full video or my story, and that's okay, because I don't agree with yours usually. I said, but at least I take the time to read your story. And even if I just skim through it, I take the time to see that maybe I saw something wrong, or maybe someone, has a different angle that changes my opinion, but I don't know, I just, yeah, whatever. I guess nothing's going to change. It's always been like that, right?
Yeah. Those kind of people, they're just going to continue to dig in, so...
So here's what I was thinking. Sorry to cut you off, but here's what I was thinking. I think the reason why they're going extra hard with the whole racism and Black Lives Matters and police brutality and and everything else that they've been doing the past couple of weeks and months is I think the reason why they're going extra hard this year is I think they've realized just how much support Trump really has. Like they didn't think he had that much support in 16, 15. So Black Lives Matter was around, but it wasn't as bad as this. I think internal polls are showing them that Trump actually has an advantage going into this election. So they're going to lay it on real thick. Because you got to think about it. If they're not worried about Trump winning, they wouldn't have to go all out. It seems like they're just they're letting out the bazookas this year, this election. So I think to me, it's like, if you know your enemy doesn't have that great of a chance, you still fight because you don't want to, you don't want to lose on a technicality, but you wouldn't go this hard. So that's what I'm reading into this. They know something that we don't know, which is he has a lot more support than even his supporters think he has.
I think that could be the case. I mean, again, we saw it last time. It was, he had no chance. I mean, just polls showing blowouts, and then it happened. So I think this time you would try to be prepared, but I think he might have won more people over. I'm sure he lost some too, to say at the meanwhile, but he might have won more folks over from last time. So it's going to be interesting. See what happens.
Yeah, I think Biden has a better chance than Hillary only because he's a man. There's a lot of people out there that won't vote for a woman unless it's a very specific, like it's difficult for a guy to like be okay with a woman being tried to be the very specific kind of woman to be in charge. There's a very fine line between being a bitch and being a strong woman. And I think a lot of guys would be okay with a woman in charge, but it's got to be the right type.
Yeah.
So I think Biden has that advantage over Hillary simply because he's a man. But I mean, his cognitive decline is just absolutely embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy.
He had a speech today. And he opened it up with, "I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. How are you this evening?"
What?
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, I'm. You guys might know me as Joe Biden's husband. My name is Joe Biden. How are you this evening?" And I'm like, "Come on." I'm like, "This is not right. This is just not right." I feel bad like picking on the guy. Like, clearly, like, I'm not making. We're all gonna get there one day, but I feel bad for the guy. You know. And then I was thinking like, and they're saying, "Oh, he has to pick a black woman." Do you think that's really gonna help him?
I don't know, man. I think it's at this point. I think people they already know who they're leaning towards. I think you can win a few more votes if you do go and pick a black, but I don't think it's gonna change anything. I mean, you know, I don't think that. I mean, Kamala's almost Hillary-esque to me. It seems like, you know, it's the black Hillary. So it would seem like she may actually do more damage if you do go with Kamala Harris. Some of the others I'm not as sure about, but I know that she didn't seem to come across as well liked.
I feel that it's a known fact that black women are more loyal to voting Democrat than black men. Mm-hmm. They both do it in high percentages, but women do it more. I mean, in a higher percentage. So I feel like, I mean, this might sound rude, but I feel like you're wasting a candidate by picking a black woman because you're going to get the black female vote anyway. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking out loud. I think black men would rather see a black guy leading because black men already feel that black women are kind of like bossy and masculine over men. And I feel like if a woman gets into the vice president, then it's just going to empower women to be more bossy and think like, that's right, you ain't shit. Us black women are doing everything. I don't know. It's just I'm just thinking out loud. It might be wrong. It might be rude to say, but I'm just wondering if there's going to be some kind of a dynamic play there.
I mean, it could be. I mean, that's definitely something interesting to think about. We know that there are plenty of issues as is. But I didn't really think about it like that, though. But I wouldn't put it past folks feeling a particular kind of way if a black woman did become VP.
And then, because it's like if you pick a white woman, you might have better voter turnout with the quote unquote racist South and the racist Midwest. If you picked a white VP woman, mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to figure out like what his strategy is going to be. And then I feel like, oh, well, I've heard people saying, like, he could pick a woman VP, and then he'll just, after his first year in the office, he'll just sign out because, he's not mentally there, and then it'll be the first woman president. And I'm thinking, like, wouldn't that be more of an insult? You're saying a woman can only make it if a fucking man steps out the way and because he's too old and senile? So I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like Democrats are kind of like, just on a hope and a prayer this election term.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem quite desperate. So, I don't know. Like I said, just the whole Biden thing. And I wonder, we talk about the gaffes and things, he kind of makes these flubs at the mouth. I wonder if he said the female vice president thing, and now he kind of has to own up to it when he first came out, when him and, Bernie were going in and he first mentioned it. So I'm like, now he kind of said something to make a bold statement, and now he has to own up to it. Otherwise, he looks real bad. You've got women's hopes up all over the country. So,
yeah, like my friend said to me, he's like, oh, he goes, white people are waking up to this because they saw white protesters getting beat, white women and white men getting beat by the police. I'm like, sir, I said to my friend, I said, sir, those were not protesters. Those were wild, savage animals. I was like, don't you dare call them protesters. I was like, okay. He said the protesters were not getting beat. They got a little tear gas because they stayed out after curfew. But the ones that were getting beat were the ones that run around acting a fool. I said, please stop. It's like, white people are not stupid. Neither are black people. We all fucking saw with our own eyes who was doing what and who was getting beat and who wasn't. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. But I just want to sing a song and then I'm gonna let you go because I know you're about to fall asleep.
All right, all right.
I want to dedicate this song to Rashida and Heidi Kleindice. To Rashida Reed and Heidi Kleindice. I want to dedicate this song to you too. It's are you ready?
All right.
Okay. I just want to dedicate this song to all the lovers in the world tonight. And I expect that to be the whole world. Because everybody needs somebody or something to love. Yeah. When it's cold outside, girl, who are you holding? You'll be holding me. Well, 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 well. Said if y'all don't mind, can I talk about these women that I have? They always complaining about the things she ain't got and the things her girlfriend's got. But lady, I want to let you know I can't be in two places at one time. If y'all think you're lonely now. Anyway, let me stop fucking around. You know what it is? I have the windows to my office open, and there's a residential area behind me. So if I start trying to belt that tune out like I do in the car with the windows closed, somebody's going to come over here and shoot me in the head.
No, so, that would be no good. Oh, man. That's funny, though. We've gotten two lovely renditions this evening. So that's what's happening. And a double
anyway, have you heard about the Crown Act?
Crown Act. Having to do with the hair deal
I know.
in Virginia?
Yes. It's to end hair discrimination in the workplace.
Yeah.
So it's to allow women to wear hair that is considered part of their culture.
Yeah.
So I guess like box braids, Fulani braids, stuff like that. Dreads, things like that. They're trying to pass that.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I don't
You sound excited.
I mean, I don't even think that's necessarily like a thing. I think most women who choose to wear their hair the way they do is because they want. I don't think it's necessarily a job discrimination thing. People may perceive it that way, but I think there's some underlying things that kind of go along with it. I think you gotta kind of just look at the individuals themselves. But I mean, I guess I'm pretty sure maybe somewhere people are like, well, that hair is this or that, or maybe not understand. But I don't think it's as big of a deal as having to sign up to say, oh, you got to accept somebody for wearing their own hair.
Well, I mean, I've always seen like all different types of hairstyles from black women and black men in America, corporate America and non-corporate America working. So, I mean, obviously I know what happens, as far as the hair discrimination, but I really see a lot of people with all different types of cultural hairstyles working. So is it really that big of a deal, or do you think this is just another, we'll sing the black national anthem for a week to appease them thing?
Yeah, I think it's just like I said, that's another thing. Because I know they did it in California, maybe it was about a year or so, I think, something like that, something similar. But to me, like I said, how do you really prove that hair is the basis of discrimination? I think it's kind of a difficult deal. So, I mean, it sounds good, but I don't know what it's really doing.
I just want to drop one bit of knowledge on everybody, and then I'm out. I know Hunter's got to get beauty rest. So I learned that Lemuel Hines was the first African-American. Technically, he was biracial, black father, white mother, but he was the first African-American ordained minister in America, and he had a white congregation, and he was based out of Connecticut, and he lived until he was 80 years old, and he died in New York, which is where he's buried.
Interesting.
Yes, black African American studies class is gonna be lit.
Fucking forgot to take that class. Oh man, that's actually a very interesting thing. No, that's why I say it's a lot to talk about. It's just the more you learn, the more you got to question a lot of stuff. But you know, it is what it is. But Mr. John, I do appreciate you holding on. I know you held for a while, so I apologize for that. But I appreciate you holding on and providing us with this call.
All right, Honcho, have a happy 4th. Dan, happy 4th. Good night. Stay blessed. Everybody stay safe. Stay corona-free. Good night.
All right, good night, Mr. John. Thank you for calling, sir.
Yep.
And the rest of you, Denfolk, I'm going to make this snappy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to somehow end up in that Discord. Mark my motherfucking words. But right now, I got to either get a hold of a energy drink or something of some type of source. Something to wind us down. But look, you ain't got to go home. I'm telling you, go to Discord. We'll be in there shortly. Ed Honcho HTX, social media stuff down. All the links in the description below. Look, hey, I fucks with y'all. I do appreciate y'all, man. I thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Yeah, I'm gonna cha-cha. But I'll be in the Discord here in a little bit, and we'll start picking out your songs and stuff. We will be karaoke in here shortly, or if it's whack, we'll end up in a mixer. Just trust me. Just give me a minute. Well, with that being said, I'm telling you to produce. I thank y'all for being there. I really do. I appreciate y'all. Till Monday. Yeah.